Hi everyone, my name is Mike from Cheadle, and this video is going to be taking a look at Virasana, which is a really beneficial posture for working on internal rotation of the hip joints, as well as getting a really nice stretch and release for the ankles as well. So here's the posture. So you start off by placing the knees together and allow the feet to go wider than the hips, about the same distance as the yoga mat. And then taking a deep breath out and just gently allow yourself to relax the hips, relax the sit bones down in between the heels. Moving the flesh of the calves out to the side if that helps. And then once you're in Virasana, the full Virasana, you want to think about lifting the chest up and lengthening the tailbone. You're also working on strengthening the lower back. And you can place the hands wherever you want, so you can take the hands onto the knees, onto the lap, or back in line with the hips to support the body weight if that feels better. And obviously when you're in the posture, it's very important that you don't experience any sharp or painful sensations in the knee joints. If that's happening, then that probably means that you're not quite ready to be coming to the full Virasana just yet. But if this is comfortable for you to hold, you can start to think about initially, see if you can hold for 5 to 10 breaths. And then once that becomes comfortable, you can start to increase the time, start to work towards 3, 5, or even 10 minutes in this posture. And as you can see, you get a really good releasing across the ankles. One of the hardest things about Virasana is the actual exit from the posture, because you'll find that the body can be a little bit resistant to coming out of this posture. So you have to be really careful and slow with the release. So when you're coming out of the posture, slowly just take the weight onto your palms, gently lift the hips up. Walk the hands forward a little bit, again so nice and slow, and then from there just carefully taking one foot back at a time and going back into a really soft downward facing dog. So just gently moving the hips from side to side, keep the knees bent. So initially you may find just trying to straighten out the legs can be really difficult when you've held that posture for a little bit. But then after a few moments, after a few seconds, when the blood circulation returns back to the legs, you'll find that you can start to straighten them out and just feel like you did before. Okay, so for some people, sitting or placing the sit bones in between the heels can be quite dangerous on the knee joints. So if that's the case, you can still practice the posture, but using the block instead. So the same thing, so you take the knees together, feet out to the side, place the block in between, and just gently sitting down onto the block. So you can use more than one block if that feels better. I mean, these blocks are quite hard. It may be better to use something where there's a little bit of give, so you can actually relax a little bit deeper into the posture as well. So that's another way that you can work into Virasana as well. And in relation to the Ashtanga vinyasa yoga practice, doing Virasana will really help you with a pose called Trianga Mukhaikapada Paschimottanasana, which is a hard kneeling position which requires you to have the same flexibility in the ankles, particularly when you're folding forward to keep the sit bone down into the floor. So it will really help you with that posture. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. This was Virasana. Namaste.